Welcome everybody to Scott Cooks. I picked me up a super nice pork butt roast, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to turn that into a beautiful barbecue sandwich today. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. And first thing I'm going to do is fire up the smoker. All right, first thing you want to do with your smoker, this vertical style anyway, is to make sure that this is in the up position. So spin it and open that sucker up wide open. Okay, smokers need to be started. Vertical smokers, pit boss, need to be started with the door open. So we're going to do a couple things here. First thing we're going to do is plug it up. This is an electric one. I didn't want to fool with propane, so I got an electric one. Second thing we're going to do is check our pellets, and I got plenty in there for this smoke. Go over here and hit the power button, hold it. I'm gonna lift that out. Open this door up, and what I like to do is add water. So I've got a tray with foil in it, and I've just got an old tray that I'll put. So I'm gonna put some water in here and water in there. And these smokers need to have the door open to light, like I said. And we're gonna fill both of these up with water. And we'll probably be refilling them about halfway through. And we are smoking, but I'm going to go ahead and grab this rack, take it inside the house and clean it up from the last cook. And you can see the smoke now, I think. All right, that's it. I'm going to go over here and push the button, take it off a low, set it to 225. I'm sorry. This is in increments of 10 on this smoker. Now you can see it. So we're going to set it to 220. And that's it. Everything else can be monitored from our phone inside the house. I'm going to be using this Hickory brown sugar sauce from Kinder's, one of my favorite brands of sauces and spices. We are going to season the roast itself before we put it in the smoker with this cherry cola barbecue rub, because these two flavors are going to go together real nice. And you might say, well, why you got all that mustard out there? Well, one's almost empty. We're going to coat that roast in mustard, then rub this rub on top of the mustard to make it stick. And you're saying, oh gosh, I hate mustard. Don't worry about it. You're never going to taste it. Here is our beautiful pork roast. You notice this nice, beautiful piece of fat running through it. I got a tiny bit of bone there and beautiful marbling. So that's pretty much everything I want in a pork. And let's get some rub on it. First, let's get some mustard on it. I think I'm going to use this one up, and we'll get into the next one. Yeah, there it went. All right, you don't have to put it on thick and heavy, but you do want to coat it all the way around, which does include the sides. We'll get the sides in a second. I would not recommend putting a liquid barbecue sauce on at this early stage. It could burn. It's mostly just going to drip off. What we want to do is get that mustard on as a binder and get your rub on. If you don't want to rub, don't put a rub on. In which case you don't need the mustard. But we're going to put that rub on, and we're going to press it down. And we'll come back and get the sides in a second. That is our pork roast. We're going to turn this into barbecue. And I'm starting this fairly early in the day because there is a crucial step to making barbecue, and that is to wrap it in foil, put it in a cooler, put a towel on top, and let it sit. If you're not prepared to do that, then you need to start the next day and start with more time, because that is the step you got to do. This is their probe. It is a programmable probe. So once I get it plugged in, I'm going to program it to 201 degrees. And when it gets there, it'll let me know on my phone. You ready? All right, bone here, fat line here. We want to go dead center. Press it in. And yep, I am laying on the bone. That's what we wanted to do. We may reposition that later, but right now it's pretty good. And you just pull that right out through the door. There's a little tiny gap here. Here's how we're gonna make a simple but delicious coleslaw topping for our barbecue. We're about 2 hours out or so I want to go ahead and make this up and get it in the fridge and chill it. Tricolor coleslaw. Chipotle ranch dressing, that's right. This makes a fantastic topping for coleslaw. You can put this on tacos. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this. For this step, just add as much or as less as you want. I like mine pretty dry. And we'll just take some tongs here and just give it a quick mix. And throw it off the bowl, of course, you know how we do. So like I said, I like it pretty dry. I just want that flavor and I want that crunch from this coleslaw, from this cabbage. And you'll have to try this dressing to understand the flavor profile of it, but it is powerful. And you don't need to add anything else to that. And that is it, guys. That's our coleslaw topping right there. Well, it's the moment of truth. Out of the smoker, wrapped up into the cooler, and then let it rest a little bit to cool down so we can handle it. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at it pulled away from the bone, the center bone. It's down about a 1/4 inch over here. So what I'm gonna do, let's get this off of the foil. Still on the warm side. Woo. The barbecue sauce is not on here yet, remember. That's going to be our Kinder's Hickory brown sugar. What you see here is the cherry cola and just the juices dripping everywhere. So all we want to do is go ahead and start working on this. Remember that had that big piece of fat right there? Let's just go ahead and get rid of that. That just fell right off for us. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, I want to eat that fat, but I'm not going to. All right, let's go ahead and just start working this thing down. Now, this should just shred for it. There it is. I don't really need the knife. This is just going to shred up for us. And what I'm doing is I'm feeling around, making sure there's no bone. And I'm just going to leave this in some pretty good sized chunks until I can get everything off of the bone here. And there's that. Got another piece of fat there. All right, this is my favorite part. Well, other than the eating part, we're going to go ahead and put in the barbecue. Now, you guys just use whatever matches your rub that you use. If you use one, and put as little or as much as you want in there. I can't tell you guys what to do with your barbecue sauce, but I know how we like it here. So we'll start with a little bit, and we just mix until we got that consistency we're looking for. And the only thing to remember is this is probably going to sit in your fridge for a day or two, so it's going to slightly dry out. So when you think you got it, I would add just a tiny bit more. Let's go ahead and give that a little taste test before we fix it up on our barbecue sandwich. And just let you know, right now you're probably wondering, what am I going to have with all this? Well, it's one of my favorite combination things, some sort of a French fry or a potato. In this case, I've got some waffle fries I'm going to cook up in the combi, and I've got some my absolute favorite here. I got them right here on the counter, so there they are. This is maple and cured bacon Bush's beans. Man, I've been eating Bush's beans my whole life. I love them. Anyway, let's give this a shot. Oh my God. Woo! That is good. I can't wait. All right, let's plate this up. This one will not have the cabbage on it because someone here doesn't like the cabbage. So the first one I made in the intro, of course, had the chipotle cabbage on it. These waffle fries were done on air fry mode in the combi. Took about 12 minutes from frozen. And of course, our fantastic Bush's beans were done on the stove top. If it ain't messy, it ain't good. So it's gonna be messy. I didn't show it, but I popped that bread in the air fryer with the fries for 1 minute. Nice and toasty and crispy. That's fantastic. That is some of the best pork I think I've ever made. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can sign up to our channel now, become a member, get a little bit of exclusive content, etc., etc. If not, just hit that subscribe button for me. That's free. Throw me a like. Leave me some comments. Let me know how you do your pork barbecue, and we'll see you soon on the next video.